Hey guys, Ken here from the Retro Toys Escapades channel in Malaysia. Today's review is a bit overdue. It's the new MOTU Masterverse 40th anniversary Skeletor figure. This vintage style interpretation of Skeletor was only available through the Mattel Creations exclusive 2-pack from a couple of months ago, and it comes with a brand new face sculpt, paint sculpt, armor, and redecoed accessories. To be honest, I wasn't a fan of this face sculpt from the initial images that I saw. There was something about his high cheekbones that kind of felt like I was staring at a wicked witch and not the wizard demon lord of destruction. Having it in hand, however, has changed my feelings about it a bit, and I guess you could say that I'm warming up more to the sculpt overall. One of the innovations with this figure is that it's the first Skeletor that comes with an articulated jaw. Yeah, so this does offer you some additional display options that allow you to convey maniacal laughter. The jaw on my Skeletor figure does seem like it does have some problems at times staying closed all the way. I mean, maybe it's just my figure, or maybe all of them are like that. I don't know. The skin tone on this Skeletor is strikingly blue. I mean, it is seriously blue, like a Smurf. It has an even deeper blue tone than the Wave 1 Origin Skeletor, and honestly, I figured this one on the Masterverse figure a lot better. This is the first time in Masterverse that we're getting an accurate vintage-style Skeletor chest armor piece. On the back of the armor, there's a sheath section to place his power sword. Totally fantastic that they included this. His loincloth and belt buckle area are vintage-inspired as well. There's no dramatic redesign or modern-day updates. Nope, this is the vintage 80s look of Skeletor, right down to his boots and demon feet. Skeletor also has an all-new chest section, his largest so far for the Masterverse range. This is exactly the upper body frame that's required for him to take on He-Man. For accessories, he gets an open hand that's like him trying to claw at something, you know? And he also gets one that's closed for him to throw punches. His Havoc stuff does come with a die-cast ram head. The rest of it is hard plastic, including the horns and handle. Anyway, it has a very sturdy feel. The power sword is fully die-cast, and man, this thing is just absolutely beautiful to behold. It's just purple and perfect. Okay guys, we've got the gang all here. All the Masterverse Skeletor figures that were released to date. We've got the Wave 1 Revelation Skeletor, the Wave 4 Barbarian Skeletor joining the new 40th anniversary vintage style Skeletor. Taking a comparison look at all three figures, these are all radically different from each other. Different heads, different paint jobs, different costumes, accessories, even different body types. So you can't accuse them of putting out senseless repaints, okay? Now, the best comparison here between vintage style figures would be with the Barbarian Skeletor figure, because once you remove the top chest armor and cape and pop on the alternate head, you get a vintage looking Skeletor, which, as per what I stated in my review of the figure from a few months back, has one of the best Skeletor head sculpts ever. However, if I were to place that Skeletor head on this 40th anniversary vintage Skeletor body, it kind of looks a bit weird, okay? And that's because the new body is just so much bigger, and the heads that were meant for the older sized Masterverse bodies now just look a little bit shrunken, The two of them do share similar Havoc staff accessories. You see that? Okay, these are the same Havoc staffs, except for the fact that, the head that's on the Barbarian Skeletor's Havoc staff can be popped off. Okay, you can pop off the ram head. You can't do that with the one that comes with the 40th anniversary Skeletor figure. This one, for some reason, just appears to be sealed. Okay, maybe it's for the best, but you do see a lot of dried glue, okay, in the area where they sealed it. So that's a bit unsightly. Now, if you wanted to, you can also give the 40th anniversary Skeletor figure a cape. Just use the one from the Revelation figure. Pop it onto him. He kind of looks regal. The cape maybe looks a little bit short. Okay, but yeah, it pretty much still does the job. Okay, guys. So that's the video, right? I want to hear your thoughts on what you think of this 40th anniversary Skeletor figure. Now, with the 40th anniversary celebrations coming to a close, I suppose, because the year is wrapping up, I do wonder if this Skeletor figure will be released as a mainline figure up at retail. Now, we've not heard any news on that, but we'll just keep monitoring the situation. Until then, guys, thank you and take care out there.